This is Hard Parking, brought to you by Right Honda and Right Toyota out of Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm your host, Jhae Pfenning, recording from my home studio here in Gilbert, Arizona. If you're a big fan of AHC Garage, that's Acura Honda Classic Garage out of Pembroke Pines, Florida, you're in for a big treat today. And if you've never heard of them before, you're also in for a big treat. Mike Chan of AHC Garage and Acura Pembroke Pines flew out here from Florida to Arizona to record a podcast episode and go on a cruise with us. And then afterwards, we went out and had some good food. In fact, I'm actually wearing an Acura Honda Classic shirt that he gave me, an awesome shirt. And this is the only time I'm going to wear this shirt until October, which will be NSX Expo in Orlando, Florida. So I'm definitely looking forward to that reunion. After this word from Arcus Foundry SparkForge, Mike Chan. If you run a business and you're tired of juggling tools, chasing logins, and constantly feeling like the tech side of things is heavier than it should be, this might hit close to home. That tech fatigue usually shows up as an outdated website, reviews slipping through the cracks, missed calls when you're busy, or social media that's always on the back burner. Most business owners know something's off, but fixing it feels like a bigger project than they have time for. SparkForge exists to take that weight off. It handles the tech behind the scenes, helps clean up how your business shows up online, makes sure calls and messages don't get mixed, keeps reviews from slipping through the cracks, and wrangles social marketing so you don't disappear for weeks. If you're curious, there's a short discovery session, and it comes with 90 days free to actually see if it makes things easier. No pitch, no pressure, just a real conversation about what's working, what's broken, and what you can simplify. So head over to getsparkforge.ai/hardparking to get started. Mike Chan, racing us from all the way from Florida.
Yeah.
AHC Garage, Acura Hondas, Pembroke Pines, Acura Pembroke Pines. Thank you for joining us at Hard Parking, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's great to be here.
Brought some gifts. You hooked me up with some really cool shirts.
Yeah,
and I made you a cheapo shirt.
I
hot
appreciate
off the press.
It. We don't sell them, so.
Oh shit!
No, we don't sell any of those things. So just for us to use, and especially those name is. Could get inflammatory when you start selling things like that, and especially I have a lot of respect for those companies, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, good call. So why are you here? We need to get to know each other, so that's kind of the joke, right?
Yeah. It is so funny because RJ mentioned it about you.
Kuya Automotive.
Yep.
Show
Shout
sponsor.
out to RJ. And, I recently bought a NA1. And I also have an NC1. And RJ's always wanted me to be involved in the NSX community. Not that I'm not,
sure,
but he just wanted me to get more involved. And this year, happened to be in Orlando, right in my backyard. It's only 3 hours away, so I got to make it.
Yeah.
And RJ's such a nice dude.
He's great.
He's like, dude, you got to talk to Jay. You got to talk to Jay. You guys are alike. You got to like each other. You got to do it. Got to do it. And I don't know, did he text you or you text me first or or I text you?
I think you may have texted me, but he gave me your number. You beat me to the punch, we'll put it this way.
Or something like that,
yeah.
Right? And, we don't really know each other. We've probably seen each other before at one of those events. But out of nowhere, you're like, dude, we don't know each other or something along the line. Let's go to my podcast. I'm like, what? Who does that? What?
Me.
Exactly. I'm like, if he's crazy enough to invite me, don't even know who I am, and I could blow up his spot, I'm gonna come through.
we could use the boost. It's funny because apparently we know a lot of the same people, and to your point, we've probably been at the same event, probably within the same 100 feet of each other multiple times without really knowing.
Yeah.
Because you start doing let me go through his social media. I'm like, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I've taken a selfie with this person too, and it's funny, this community, the car community, period, right? But I always tell people, and it could be the same with other car manufacturers, I don't know, but the Honda family, the Acura family, we're a tight, close
Absolutely.
And even without even knowing each other, we're
Well, I didn't. Well, one thing add on to that, our buddy John. Shout out to John. I work with him every day, and I think a few years ago we hosted a car meet at a dealership, and you happened to be in town.
Yeah.
He was like, Mike, he was there. He was with us.
That's funny.
I had no idea. Yeah, I guess you just happened to be in town.
That was the one time that I've even gone to anything like that in Florida.
Yeah.
My wife has family in Florida.
Yeah.
But that's the only time I was able to get away and just do some car stuff. And
yeah.
I was right there at your dealership.
I had no idea. Well, here we go. That's why I'm here.
Well, again, welcome. Why AHC Garage? So we have so much stuff we can get to.
Yeah.
Because I want to know more about you, but, with these cool shirts and the things that a lot of people watching or listening, know.
Yeah.
Why AHC Garage?
Well, we started off with just a car meet. We just want to get people together, a place so people can hang out. There's so many negative stigma with the Honda and Acura community. When you go to a Honda car meet, like, oh, it's a shit show. I didn't want that. And fortunate enough, my owner, he is a car nut, and he's a car guy. And he's like, hey, use my facility for a car meet. And we sort of did that, I think, 2018, toward the end of the year. And we had a great turnout, man. We had like 60 cars. I mean, at that time, just like...
That's kind of a great turnout.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have social media handle. Yeah. Just, hey, just come hang out. I think we had like 25 NSXs, if not more, like 30 S2000s. It was just friends.
Yep.
And so when I got home that day, I'm like, man, we got to turn it into something. So I tried to come up with a name. I like the older car. I like the newer cars. I like Honda. I like Acura. How can I combine everything together without missing anybody? So Acura Honda Classic. There you go. Boom.
How did you get away with that?
Well, at that time...
Because, the brand can be very aggressive.
Yes. I never thought of that at that time. That time was just like a name. Like, there are people with handles like, hey, NC1 Mike.
Yeah.
AP2 Joseph. I don't know. Acura Honda Classic. It was no intention to make any profit out of it. It was just a place to hang out. Pretty much just that. And obviously, as the story kept going, it turned into a little bit of that, right? So then fast forward a few years later, we kind of want to create a YouTube channel to document some of the stuff that we do. At that time, I bought a rebuilt title DC2 Type R from a good friend of mine. At one point, we sort of co-owned the car. I mean, this dated back. This is 2004, 2005.
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fresh after. I mean, those are they were still around.
Yeah. And and then the car had like different swap. It went through so many different stages, and the car was sitting in his driveway for like years, many years. And I goes one day, let me just, we want something to play around with. I got a bunch of good guys, super knowledgeable. Let's just do it. And we saw a YouTube channel just sort of document what we do, and so we can look back at it. It's like, hey, look.
Right.
Hey, look, idiot.
Yeah.
And we did that.
Yeah.
Just really for us.
Yeah.
And then from there, it kind of turned into, well, hey, Mike, hey, John, hey, Miguel, hey, everybody, how do you do this? Well, okay, go to this video and scroll to 1226 and just kind of watch it. From there, kind of just like a weekly upload, and then turn to something bigger. So YouTube could become a thing. So at one point, don't quote me on this, I think the YouTube channel was just Acura Honda Classic. It was the same name.
Sure.
We didn't start monetizing until we started, don't quote me on this, I think 2020, don't quote me, 2020 maybe? I think we started monetizing maybe in the middle of 2022. I know we qualified for it, but we didn't.
We really weren't pulling numbers or anything, right?
We want to keep it pure because we didn't want any commercial.
Yeah.
Because we didn't care for it.
Yeah.
And because once you monetize, then you get commercials. We didn't want that. Like, hey, when you want to watch a video, you're like, oh man, okay, is this gonna help me with my car? And next thing you know, a commercial.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that, and
you kept a little ticker off. When it asks you if you want to monetize the video. Yeah.
A good friend of mine, like, hey, Mike, you got to do it, man, because it just costs so much money for you to do this type of stuff, and that can just sort of help you offset some of the costs. And that's just kind of like, you know what? Let's just do it. And then I knew that time it could be a problem. I work for a franchise dealership. I understand intellectual property is a thing.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
And I respect that.
Yep.
And I'm like, Acura Honda Classic's just not good. It's just not good. Especially I work for a franchise dealership, and I have such great relationship with a lot of factory folks. I just didn't want to get into that gray area. So I switched us to AHC Garage. And
really no problems.
No issues at all. No issues at all. So far so good.
So on your main website, you sell like a lot of like trinkets and stuff and cool little things, and then of course the YouTube page and the Instagram. It's videos on. I think there's one right now on like a Civic build I was watching the other day.
Yeah.
I always say this with social media, or specifically with YouTube. This type of stuff with us, with podcasts, it's hard because people have to be looking for it. I mean, people are going to look for you. Mm-hmm. No one's looking for me.
Yeah.
But when you upload a video and you're solving a problem, a DIY how-to, like that's the gold.
Yeah.
It's like when I first started this channel, it wasn't just for the podcast, it was for everything. Yeah. And so my most watched videos are shit I've done on my cars.
Yeah, of course.
or product opening or microphone reviews, but I don't want to just keep buying microphones just to do microphone reviews. Yeah. But I think that's part of the gold, and especially being Hondas and Acuras. There may be a lot of pages out there, but there's not a lot of pages with the right type of content where people understand. Sure, maybe the first time you do it, you set up your microphone and your phone, and you lean it against what the fucking washer fluid thingy.
Yeah,
and it's at a hard angle, and everything sucks. But people are watching it, and they're like, "What did he say?" Most replayed part of video.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But when you set it up to where they can actually see what you're doing and you kind of explain your way through it, that's kind of the magic. How long did it take you guys to figure that part of it out? Because when you're first doing it, you're not thinking about that. You're just doing it.
Well, the fortunate thing for me is that I had a mentor. So he worked with me as well. His name is Brian, so shout out to Brian too. I always give people credit when credit's due.
Absolutely.
Without him, I wouldn't have the courage to do it. So when we started the YouTube channel, even on Instagram and everything else, the first couple of years, they call me the most private public person out there. My face was not there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be on any spotlight.
You were doing faceless before it was even a thing?
You can't even hear my voice. I think I sound stupid, to be quite honest. But so Brian was helping me with the YouTube channel along with John and Miguel and a few other guys. And maybe 6 to 8 months into it, Brian, he has his own YouTube channel called Pink Society. I think he has close to 650,000 subscribers right now. And his channel was really getting a lot of traction. DIY, show people how to paint cars for the pros and for DIYers. And he's really talented. And so he was sort of my host for a very long time. And he was like, Mike, listen, people start recognize that maybe this is my channel. I don't have no problem helping you. I'm all for you. But I think we're going to need a face for this channel. Because now we start doing like every other week upload. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, we can have this guy. You can have John. Well, John, I have no problem doing it. But you're gonna need to be there to film it. I don't have a problem with it. But he's not available 24/7. And to be fair, I mean, he got stuff that he has to do too, which I totally get it. Like, well, what about this guy? What about that guy? What about this guy? Well, what about you?
Right. What about you?
So that was his thing. I'm like, well, Mike, that's only one person left that can be there 24/7. it's you. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know, you crazy. You don't even see me, you know, on the phone or anywhere else. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing it. Fast forward another 3 to 4 weeks. Brian was like, because we worked together. Brian came to my office. It's like, hey, do you have like 20 minutes to spare, maybe after hours? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's do it.
Oh.
I don't want to ask questions. Let's just do it. Cool. I didn't know what it was. He worked in my body shop, and I thought it was just like, hey, man, let's just reset up certain things. I got some idea. Let's make things better. I'm all for it. He was like, no, let's walk over here. I'm like, what are we doing over here? He got a camera. He just started doing B-roll. So this is how I'm going to film. Like quick 2 minutes, right? Go to the break room, rip up his laptop, pull up his editing software. Like, this is how you do it. Clip here, clip there, how you get music here, here, here. Really basic entry-level stuff. I'm like, wow, it's not that hard. It's not that hard at all.
It's intimidating until someone actually shows you in a way where you can believe in yourself to do it.
And I'm like, wow, it's not that hard. But I didn't have the courage to do it. I didn't want to be in front of the camera. Just not my thing. And every single day, Brian would bust my chop. Like, 2 days today, 2 days today, 2 days today.
Good for him.
Yeah, I still couldn't find the courage to do it. Not until a few months later, we were hosting a car meet in Orlando. A friend of mine wanted to trailer his NSX there. It's a 3-hour drive.
Right.
He happened, at that time, I think he was trying to do the RV rental thing. And he blocked that week off so we can use it, right? And I didn't know that, but at that time, that RV will only max out at 65 miles an hour with an NSX in the back. So from a 3-hour trip, now it turned into slow, 6 hours.
Yep.
So we are 3 hours into it, and my two buddies, one driving, one co-pilot is up there. My other buddy's in the back with his daughter sleeping in the bedroom. I'm there by myself. I'm like one of those dudes, I can't sit still. I got to do something. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there, and I remember about a few years ago, we used to work with a YouTuber to try to do videos, and those videos really just like a review on people's bill, and we'll set it up in the shop, so he can kind of just do the filming and everything else, and kind of spotlight and just give some shout out to people, right?
Yeah.
And a good friend of mine, Tony, used to come by just before the kids, right? We hang out in the shop. It was a good vibe. And no disrespect to the person that used to do the YouTube. He goes, if this dude can do it, it was other word that he used, you can do it. At that time, I'm like, yeah, right, Tony, get out of here. So that happened. That flashback happened.
Right.
I go, you know what? It's not going to hurt me just download the editing software, and it's free. Let me just do it. On the page, I'm going like, man, so if you download the software, you use a free version, you're going to have a watermark. So I end up paying for like 1 year subscription.
Yeah.
I goes, there's no better time to just stop filming. We have a car meet. Let's just do it. That's where I start.
Nice.
Yeah. So we had a car meet there. I think at that time, don't quote me on this here. I think we partnered up with NSX Escapade.
Oh yeah, yep.
And had a I think 25, 30 NSX there at the same time. But
yep.
That's how it started.
That sounds about right. How long have you been doing this? And as far as this, anything in the industry that pays you?
I start walking into the car dealership since I was 17 years old.
Was that the Afro pick?
No. So it's funny. I originally wanted to do mechanical engineering.
For reference, he had uploaded, I had mentioned this before, another episode, you had uploaded a picture. Was it your hair or did you have a wig on?
No, that was AI.
Oh,
that was from Long Beach.
That's so funny.
A few weeks ago.
Okay.
At their booth, you know how they set up with all the retro stuff?
With the 86 booth in the corner or whatever.
Right. So, our buddy Vince, I think that was his idea, set up this photo booth. It's like an AI that gave you this afro look back in.
I saw that line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are all these people in line to take a photo for?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't know that. So when I saw John was like, dude, check out this photo. And, he got his mustache already.
Right.
He's already set up. I'm like, where do you get that from? I'm like, the booth that's right there. You go there. So the next day, first thing in the morning, right after the hot laps, I went there and I got it. It was the funniest photo. So funny.
I just glanced and I'm like, God, how long has this dude been working for this dealership?
No. So that was cool. Yeah. But I started at a car dealership in late 90s, at the end of old school.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like right at school. Yeah. And since then.
Yeah, right out of high school. So right out of middle school, I knew.
It was just a job at the time, or did you like kind of really want to be involved and get closer to the cars?
Right out of middle school. I love cars.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I got to do something with cars.
Yeah.
And I love the engineering part of it. I'm like, I want to do something with that. So,
do you remember the car? What was a car for you in middle school? What was your poster car? What car was on your wall, figuratively?
Growing up in Hong Kong, so originally from Hong Kong. So,
okay.
Yeah, 87 Honda Civic Si. In my little village thing there, I was there. I remember seeing that car all the time. I'm like, man, the thing is so cool. And ever since then, I love Honda. Ever since then. So that was 87. I was born in 81, so 6, 7 years old. And so right out of middle school, I'm like, dude, I want to be an engineer. That's what I wanted to do. So I actually, the school that I go to, it was a magnet school. Mm-hmm. So you can get I guess college course credit.
Yep.
And they offer engineering program and things like that. I was in that program. At that time, I was still very focused in school. So I had really good grades. I think out of the school, there was only 3 kids that got scholarship. I was one of them. And
this was in Hong Kong.
No, that was
this was here now.
This is here, yeah.
It's weird. I went to a magnet school too.
Yeah, this is here, and it's funny. I that time I was so impatient. I didn't want to wait for the 4-year schooling. Then try to find a job. I want it now. I want to work for Honda. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I'm like, you know what? This is not what I want to do. Mm. And I find out they had a automotive program in my local area. It's 60 miles away, but I didn't care. So I dropped the scholarship. I remember sitting down with my administrator. Yeah,
one of 3, and you're like, F this?
Yeah, 4 years, 4-year free ride, and I just dropped it. And she was like, "You're kidding, right?" I'm like, "I'm not kidding. I already signed up. I'm ready to go." And I did. I went to a thing called Honda Pack. Wow. It still exists, and actually a lot bigger than what it is, what was then. And shout out to Honda Pack, training, regular people that know nothing about cars or know something about cars to be a technician, advisor, or someone, that we will.
So it's like Honda's legit school for training people stuff?
Yeah.
How do they even advertise that now? Do you know? How do they, how did you know about it? Just because you were in that program?
At that time, I was going to get into the Toyota program. Back then, internet is not as what it is now.
Of course.
And they had a Toyota T10 program. It was huge. That was like the program that you go to, and it was full. And I'm like, oh man, it crushed me. It crushed me.
Yeah.
I'm like, the lady was like, hey, there's another program. It's a little bit of a drive, about 60 miles from where you're at. Is an vocational school called Robert Morgan, and you should go there. And they have General Automotive. They have GM. I'm like, X, and they have Honda.
Ding.
What?
Flashback to the little poster on your wall in the village.
Sign me up. She goes, no. You got to go down there. You can't do it here. So I drove down there, signed up, and that's how I found out. I think now the factory is putting some money, try to push it. And now, in fact, I was talking to one instructor, a local instructor. They want to get into the high school. They want to start from high school. They call it the PACE program, PACE.
PACE program. Mm-hmm. That's pretty crazy, man. So you've always been into the brand.
Yeah, I love it.
Anything else? Anything else that you were like, hey, that's a cool car. I want to have that car one day.
I growing up until I'm 45 now. Up until I'm like maybe in late 30s. Mm-hmm. Hardcore Honda guys. I don't give a shit what anybody say. Oh, this is better. No way. I'm a Honda guy.
Yeah.
Blue blood. That's it. I don't care. The last 5-6 years, I have a lot more appreciation for other brands. I do. But, look, I just got off the plane a little earlier. Yeah. I went to a rental car place, right? You can pick any car you want. They had a Honda Ridgeline.
No kidding.
Yep. I hop in a Honda Ridgeline. Could be F-150, but...
When did... You may not even know the answer to this, because, I would travel all the time, and at least at the time, there were no Hondas and Acuras. The only time I've seen anything like that is when I was in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple rental Acuras. Otherwise, I just never see Hondas.
Honda doesn't do fleet. I'm quite surprised that I see it there.
Okay, then. Yeah, so they still technically don't do it.
No, I don't think so. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think so. That's like a big no-no for Honda. Now I don't know how that worked. I think everything started to change ever since pandemic.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably.
Yeah, they were buying all kinds of cars. I'm sure the rental car company gets special discount from other manufacturers too, but I don't think Honda do fleets at all. I know we don't.
Well, now it's not even, when you rent from a main place like National, I consider that like a main place. National, Hertz, not budget, not dollar.
Yeah.
Even Avis, it's common now to get in a rental car that has like 20, 30,000 miles. Yeah. Whereas before they would run them for a year or two.
Yep,
and then they would dump them to somebody else and just get brand new vehicles. So
I think that's coming back now, because the Ridgeline that I have now has 6,000 miles.
Oh yeah, it's a new one.
Yeah. So that's funny. I think that's happening.
It was like it was meant to be for you to step off. And
I know. I'm like F-150. I kept walking in the corner. I saw a Ridgeline. I'm like, I'm getting that.
What color is it?
Silver.
Yeah.
Got leather. I'm good.
Tell us about so what was your first car? I was going to ask about your NSX, but no, I'm not going to forget to ask that question.
91 Honda Civic LX automatic. Well, white with a blue interior.
Are those 4-speed? I don't know a lot about
4-speed automatic. Yeah. I love that car. That was my first car.
Did you get it new, used?
Used. So that was in 1991. I started driving, I think, 97? So like 6 years old.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That was a rebuild title, too, by the way, because I couldn't really afford it. So, but that was a nice car. It was my first car. I didn't care. I was so proud.
I had a 91 Civic DX that I bought off a friend of mine.
Was it a hatch?
It was a hatch.
Nice.
It was red, and it had that blue hood that you get. You kind of buy it aftermarket or whatever, and you just don't get around to painting it. So it was red. And then it had a Wings West body kit on it. But my friend had it in storage for a long time, so it had warped. This was up in Michigan. And I was waiting for my 99 GSR to get a new motor put in it. So this was me buying this car, and I'm like, that car's kind of cool. It's loud. It's shitty. It's got this straight pipe on it that you get welded on there. It's very loud, kind of embarrassing car, all hollowed out, right, with a little bar in the back. But I was too impatient to wait for the body kit to like sit out and unravel, so I kind of like just drilled it onto the car.
Yeah, I get it. I had
my GSR wheels on there.
Yeah, I get it. My second car, it was a 91 Civic DX hatchback.
Oh yeah, you know the car.
Oh man, I love that car. Then I move on to.
Did you at least get the clear corners for it?
That
like
car,
the little APC ones, or whatever you can order off eBay.
That car, yes, I got those. It had some wheels on it. I thought I was the coolest kid on the block.
Well, you were.
Yeah,
of course.
In my view, I was. I didn't care.
Yeah.
But that car got stolen, and it was a shitty story, to be quite honest.
What happened?
It got stolen, and next thing you know, the wheels that was on that car is in one of my classmates' vehicle in a high school parking lot.
Oh, that's funny.
So whatever, that happened, and then I move on to a Civic Si, a '91 Si. I'm like, that was the car. For me, that was the car. You know, because you read in the brochure, like they had the 1.6. I got the 1.5. My 2 previous cars, 1.5. Yeah. That one got sunroof. But I had that car for about 2 years. Mm-hmm. I love that car.
What was your favorite car you've had so far, other than anything you may have right now?
My GSR, 2001 GSR.
Color?
Red. I was working a Honda at the time. It was a trade-in. At that time, I had a '99 Civic EX that I used for travel, for school, and for delivery, try and make some income. And that came through with a factory body kit. I was like, dude.
Oh, the underbody spoiler kit.
Yes. I'm like, dude, that is the car. Yeah. I got to get this. And I got it. They hooked me up. And I think my payment is a crazy thing. My payment, I think, was in the mid-4s. I think it got to be like 2002. Yeah, 2002. The car was 2001. So about a year, 2 years old. My insurance like $500. My insurance was higher than my car payment.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Did you do, were you on the forums or anything?
No.
You weren't like HondaAcura.net or none of that stuff?
Never. Yeah.
That's how I got kind of famous in the little Acura world way before I even had an NSX. Is I use T&J Motorsports is the name of my handle, and that came from playing Gran Turismo. And so my buddy Tony is the T and I'm the J.
Gotcha.
And so, you get the top record and you put your name on there.
Yeah.
You play the endurance, and you couldn't save back then once you started. And so that's where T&J Motorsports came from. But everybody knew me as the bumper plug guy. Because I had a plug-in at one of the dealerships in Dallas. Shout out to Goodson Acura back in the day, and they would just collect all the little bumper plugs that would come off because you had to have the front plate in Texas. And so I just became known as the guy that had the bumper plugs. And so I'd mail them to everybody that had the Integras all around the place, man.
That's cool.
It's a funny little story.
Yeah.
Why that GSR? Like, why was it your favorite?
Man, I that was a car that I think. Well, at the time, it was pretty quick. Did
you have an AEM cold air intake on it and everything?
No. Well, when I first got it, just stock.
Yeah.
I just take the top portion of the intake box off, so it sounded like I have an intake, but I didn't have much money paying insurance and car payment, all those nonsense, and then pay for school. We should pull up to a car meet and
VTEC, yo.
Yep, let's do it. Let's back then where we were was Stereo 84th, which is like 2 miles from where we hang out, and the car was stock. It performed really well, and lined up with Eclipses, SI, all kinds of stuff. I'm not saying I'm a good driver because people are like, oh, it's not a car, it's me. I'm like, dude, maybe I was lucky. And I just had so much fun. Back then, I didn't have a lot of money, and that was the best car I could ever afford.
It's a great car.
It had the look.
Yeah, it was a great car.
Got GSR blades on them, nice and shiny. Got the black leather. The car looks great, man. It was a fantastic car.
That's a car. I eventually turboed and blew the motor in mine, but that's a car, to your point, it sounds great. That VTEC kicks in. People can make fun of it now, but those who know.
Yeah.
Against other cars in its class. And if you drove it right, you can make it look like it was 10 times quicker even on top of that. So other cars that might even be faster may look at you and like, oh, I don't fuck with that car.
Yeah.
Because if you just, I think it was at the very top of first gear, if you just waited there and then as soon as they said go, you hit the gas and hit the second, right? Like I was like a master at that, but I don't remember if it's the top of second or the top of first. But if you did it just perfectly, you're just like, you know.
Remember back then? You used to race those Honda Civic outside EM1s, and because it got shorter gear ratio, so first and second, the EM1 would hop out, and then third and fourth, Monica.
That's so funny, dude. Because it's almost like when you're riding with your friends, you're on the freeway, the big freeway. So I grew up in Texas. The people in the front speed up, the people in the back slow down. And they kind of give you that little drag race lane or just by yourself. And you're slowing down and it takes forever to get from like 70 to like 90 or from 40 to 90, but it's the funnest little sprint.
When car guy get together well, back then you have the Nixtal, the bloop, but you just know it's just lined up, man.
Yeah.
If I have my NSX, you're driving your NSX, we're going to line up.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
It's just a car guy
That's
thing,
how it
man.
is. When did you get your NA1?
NA1, I think we got that, I want to say about 6-7 months ago.
Oh, so you're new to that car itself as an owner.
Yes. I found out about that car from John. He goes, hey, a really good friend of mine, and he's pretty active in the NSX community for many, many years. His name is Hugh Hamilton.
Oh, Hugh Hamilton.
Yeah, he passed away. And
so you have Charlotte.
Yes.
That's the name of the car, Charlotte. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's just to illustrate. We haven't had this conversation.
We've never had this conversation. Yeah.
I have Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. SOS, twin turbo, 3.5 stroker kit.
Did you ever meet Hugh?
Never.
Interesting guy.
Everybody say that.
Yeah.
Everybody say that.
He had like little aliens everywhere, and I think he was a retired officer, retired something like that. But every time he was like in NSX Expo, he just always had these huge Iron Maiden shirts on.
It's everywhere around the car. We got the car running for the first test drive. John's like, let me see what's in the CD player.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah. We're jamming out. Yep, absolutely. So he has stop tag, a big BBK on there. Mm-hmm. well, he peeled off the stop tag and Iron Maiden stop tag sticker was on it.
Rest in peace, the stop tag. Hopefully that whole situation gets figured out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Charlotte.
Yeah.
What are you doing with Charlotte? Are you able to drive? Does it run, or did you have to like do stuff to it, or what?
So the person that had the car, we bought it from the dude, and when I looked at the car, not that I didn't care for it. Mm-hmm. People that know me, I like stuff that's all just like OEM stuff.
OEM or OEM plus.
OEM
right?
plus, exactly.
Yeah.
And that car is just a little bit more than my taste, right? And John's a real good friend of mine. We worked together a very long time. And he wanted me to buy the car because the car has so much history. And he is an NSX nut. So with the two combined together, I'm like, man, he always helped me to do so much shit. And me and him haven't really talked about this. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I want to buy this car so we can build this together. And I bought it. So that if you look at that NSX series, I think we have about 5 or 6 videos right now. You probably don't want to see my face on there. It's all about him because I want it to be his build.
Yeah. What are you going to do to it?
So the car was running at that time. It had a major oil leak. Find out from a valve cover. It was leaking directly onto the turbo manifold. So we didn't really drive the car. The car starts.
Yeah.
The battery was dead. Octane was no good.
Yeah.
We thought that, hey, just fix the oil leaks, fix the alternator, put a new battery. It had like a cooling leak. No big deal. Just hoses, this, that, and fresh paint job, clean everything up, do just typical crap that we do. And NSX, Expo in October, right? So we start working on the car, and next thing you know, you're like, dude, what happened here? What happened there? Bum, 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 bum. Why this happened? Why that happened? And, let's drop the motor down. Let's just do the refresh, change all the seal, all the gasket, make sure this car is perfect. I'm like, John, I think, why don't we have, because we want to do content, right? We want to show people how to do all of this stuff. Let's do a compression test. 3 of the cylinder have low compression. The car ran fine. No smoke, no nothing. Drive perfect. We got a car running. Drive perfect. We're like, that's not good. So we stick a camera down into the cylinder, and the cylinder was pitted.
Oh.
The car was sitting, Steve sleeve, and like, that's not good. That is not good. And we didn't want just refresh it, forget about it, and maybe just sell it, and that's somebody else's problem. Mm-hmm. Well, first, we have no intention of flipping the car.
Sure, yeah.
No intention on it. Got to do the right thing, right? I'm like, jeez, John, we got to tear this down, man. We got to do it. We got to do it. So fast forward right now, it has no motor in the car. The block is with the engine builder. The cylinder head is with the cylinder head depot, local, machine shop. And right now we are trying to find custom piston because we do need a set of pistons. They need to do 25 over, board it out. And I tried to reach out to Chris. Chris really tried because he built that car back in 2010.
Sure.
And Hugh spent $73,000. I had all the receipts. They sent it to me.
Wow.
$73,000 building that car. And Chris tried to, locate a set of pistons for me. No luck. No luck at all. So my engine builder said that he can make that happen. So
okay, good.
So waiting for it.
You got 5 months to get that shit figured out. 4.5 to be exact.
Absolutely. So we were going to paint the engine bay. So now we looked at it like, well, it's not that bad. Because once you do the engine bay, is a disaster. It's just time and time and time. So we know time is taking, but
how's the paint overall in that car?
It need a paint job on the outside. Yeah, it's faded.
Yeah.
We definitely will do an exterior paint job, a full paint job. Brian going to do it.
Did you have normal tails on there, or do you have some of these like aftermarket ones with these weird lines and stuff?
No, he has the NSX style, spoiler in the back. He has the NA2 lower rear bumper. He has, I don't know what hood that is. He had like a scoop. I didn't care for it.
There's so many different variations because there's like the NSX one. And but he had the pop-up lights, right? So he had the slightly different hood. Yeah. It's probably had the shallow.
Yeah, I don't know what brand that is, but I was able to pick up, RJ helped me locate a hood. At one point, we had an idea, was like, hey, why don't we, switch the color? At one point, I was like 99.9% Monte Carlo's blue, like that. That's the one. Like, let's just do it. Yeah. Let's just tear everything down, strip the car, and just do it. It's just, we have done that before. It's just so much work, and it's become a headache. And like now you got, a timeline that we got to get the car done, and we didn't end up doing it. And we start thinking about it. I'm like, we want this to be a tribute, sort of, right? Yeah. Just keep it red the same way, formula red. That's all we're gonna do.
You're going to, if it's going to be somewhat of a tribute, you're going to find a way to Easter egg any like Iron Maiden shit in there or anything?
Some of the stickers on it, we'll leave it on there.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll leave it on there. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What about your NC1?
NC1, I bought that car probably about 16, 17 months ago. I always wanted that car. 130.
Oh, okay, same as mine.
Yeah, 130R, red and black interior. Nice specs. It was funny. I always wanted one, but never really pulled a trigger on it. When they were new, there was just too much money. I didn't have the budget for it at all. And if you go back about 16, 17 months, I was thinking about 911. I love the 911.
Great car.
My used car manager, his name is Ryan, shout out to Ryan, he bought one under sticker. I'm like, Ryan, how the heck do you do that? Even though it's a base model, you can't, right? I'm like, how the heck do you do that? Well, it was a cancellation from somebody, and I was able to we work in a car dealer, so we know how to wheel and deal. I'm like, I'm like, Ryan, how the heck do you do that? No, I just give him offers, and he got like I think $5,000 under sticker, and he was like, I can help you. We'll find you one. I'm like, man, I kind of want an NC1, man. That's what I want. And I'm going through Auto Trader.
Yeah. You kind of feel like you have to because, I mean, you're AH Garage.
Yeah. And I love the brand, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would have NC1 first, then we'll have a 911 after, right?
Yeah. Nice plan.
So I'm showing him on the computer. I'm like, dude, look at the NSX. And boom, this car pops up. It was 2017 with like 7,000 miles in Charlotte. Hendrick Lexus. I'm like, dude, this car is awesome. It was priced right.
Hold on, I just have to call this out. You bought the NC1 in Charlotte, out of Charlotte.
Yeah.
You own Charlotte.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You own the Iron Maiden Charlotte car. Okay, you may continue with your story. So the so the 130R is in Charlotte.
Wow. Yeah. I never thought of that. Anyway, I was showing him and that pops up. I think they were asking for like 135, 139, something like that. It was way above my budget. I'm like, Ryan, work your magic. It is kind of
high for. I mean, it's got low miles.
Yeah. I'm like, Ryan, work your magic. I want to see in action.
Yeah.
How do you do it? And okay, where do you want to be? I don't want to lowball the guy. I'm like, hey man, I want to be like 120, all in. Dude, you're talking about with tax and all. There's $30,000 difference,
Yeah.
So he called a store. He goes, can I please speak to a used car manager? And he didn't brag about who he was, but I guess just by certain words,
they know.
Used car managers just sort of know.
We got an industry guy here.
Yeah. So we just being transparent. Say, listen, we need to be at this number out the door. And the used car manager said, hold on, let me see. He goes, hey, I can do it with this number. Now, this is on the phone. This is not on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me like,
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do, right? I'm like, this is a Friday afternoon at like 4 o'clock. I'm like, okay, send me some photos. I want to make sure it's legit, right? Make sure everything's just good. Photo came through. It's perfect. Even send me a photo underneath the car. No scratches anywhere. No scratches anywhere. I'm like, dude, this is a cream puff. This is the car. This is the car. Only thing that I need to do to confirm that the car's, doesn't, no one smoked in, anything like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, let me see if I can book a plane ticket. Because I was supposed to work that Saturday, and my manager, was going to cover me. And I was able to book the ticket. This is like 4:30, 5 o'clock. I booked a ticket for the next day.
Yeah.
I flew over, and they had the car in the showroom. And I was like, whoa. I opened the door. I stick my head in there. It smelled like it was just off the truck.
Oh, sure. I know the smell.
I was like, yep, done deal. So I bought the car. The car got shipped back.
Bone stock, everything?
Bone stock.
Like which wheels do you have?
It had, at that time, the white spoke wheels, which is exactly what that I want. Now, the only thing that I wish the car had was the carbon fiber spoiler.
Oh, I see, yeah.
It didn't have that on there. It had everything else. It didn't have the exterior carbon fiber kit, which I didn't care.
It still has a silver beak, or did someone replace it with the white?
We did it. Yeah. We did it with the white, yeah.
It's funny how that little thing makes such a visual difference.
You're so right, 100%.
Just that little thing.
It changes everything, man. So, yeah, we did that. So we got the car back at the dealership, and we start doing, SOS stuff, downpipe, right? Necessity, lower it down, with the cups. Got the charge pipes. And, do the full service on it.
You have it on the first perch or the second perch? As far as lower?
All the way, buddy.
All the way down?
All the way, buddy.
No, mine's on the first perch. I can't go any lower than that.
All the way, buddy. Yeah. And my buddy that worked at Boston hooked us up with a set of wheels too, some Forge wheels. I I think took us about 2 months to do it. And I'm enjoying the car.
It's a great car.
I don't get to drive it all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm like very particular. I don't want to drive in the rain. I don't want to drive this. I don't want to drive it there. So,
Did you PPF it?
No. I may get crucified by me saying that. I think the PPF is a gimmick.
I know the technology. I mean, it's basically a modern bra, right? And so you laugh at the bras from back in the day because when you pull them off, they fuck everything up.
Yeah.
But the technology definitely is 10 times better than
I agree
back in the day.
But it turned yellow, right? It turned yellow. Shelf life's like 5 years. You got to spend that money all over again. I get it, especially exotic car. You don't want any paint work.
Yeah.
So you should have that on there. I goes, no, I'm just gonna raw dog it. I'm okay with it. Haven't been taken to any long trip like yourself where you put like 20,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I'm at 23 on the Type S.
You probably the top 5, right? That you drive the Type S that way. So much credit to you.
Well.
But I don't get to drive my that much, especially when I go to work. I kind of have to drive my demo, in case things happen. Drive people around, things like that. So I am grateful that I'm able to have that car. But and now my daughter's going to college now.
Oh,
The school that I was supposed to go to for my engineering program.
yeah.
So that was the agreement that within my wife. My wife didn't care. She didn't care what I got. So I might sell the car. I might sell the NC1 so that I feel more comfortable financially.
Yeah. That'd be a shame, but I get it.
But the funny thing about we're talking about the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
I joined the Facebook group for the NSX. I end up finding,
like the NSX owners group. There's so many of them, but I think that's kind of like our official.
Yeah, I don't know which one, but it was one of them. Well, it was 2 of them that I joined. RJ asked me to join them, and I did. And I found the original owner.
Oh, no kidding.
Found the original owner on there. I ended up buying it came with like a die cast.
Oh yeah, the 17s that came with that.
I bought it from him. Have a lengthy conversation with them. Again, what are the coincidence?
We got a pin.
Yeah.
We got a Type S pin. Like I don't know over here. Some people got Toomey luggage. I think people who bought like a 21, they have Toomey, Acura, NSX luggage.
Wow, I didn't even know.
We got a pin.
Really?
Yeah, I got like a little Toomey bag in there that I can't put anything in.
Yeah. I got the build sheet. I pretty much got everything for that car.
Did you know about the build sheet debacle with the Type S's? They sent them to all the dealerships, and I think everybody got the same build sheet. So they had the color wrong, they had all sorts of shit wrong.
Yeah,
mine's in the closet.
The whole Type S thing. I don't want to get crucified by Acura, but
well, I don't want you to get crucified, Acura, but that whole thing was interesting.
Yeah. The pre-order program that it came up with was a bit of a disaster.
Worked out for me though.
Yeah, it was a disaster, but no one expected that it would get sold out within minutes, and it did.
Yep.
And I can see why.
And that's, from a brand thing, right? You think about the sales were so poor with the 20 and the 21, and they stopped midway to get ready for the 22.
Yeah.
It was, if they could go back and do it again, I think that they would have made a few slight changes to make the car a little more special than they already did.
Yeah.
For God's sake, give us at least the Civic entertainment system from like the 20 and 21 models, because you have the 17, mine's a 22. It's got to be 2015 technology,
Yeah.
Just little things. Maybe give us a little bit of air, like the eye lift, so we can get over some things, you know. And I think if they could go back, they would probably change a few things on the car, and maybe reevaluate that part.
The third gen might be coming out, so
who knows?
Yeah.
People ask me all the time. I go, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't pry. Yeah. It's just I figured I'll learn about it when people learn about it, and we'll go from there. But the program or the company's so many changes, right?
Yeah.
And speaking, I know you work for the dealership. and you probably work for a dealership that actually gets more information or knowledge, because I've learned that a lot of dealerships, they don't know shit.
Yeah.
It's not their fault because they're owned by a dealership group and then maybe their relationship. I mean, Pembroke, you guys have been on, how long has that been around? I mean, you were brought out to Long Beach, so you're a top 40.
Yeah. We were one of the founding dealers.
Yeah.
So my owner bought the store back in, don't quote me on this, I think 2004.
We're going to quote you on all this, by the way.
He bought it from the original owner. The reason he still considered as a founding dealer is because when he did the buy-sell, he accepted all the liability. See, most of the public company, when they buy dealers, like, I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
You got to keep all the shit. I want a clean sheet of paper.
Yeah.
He kept everything. He kept every single employees.
Wow.
All the debt, good debt, give it all to me.
Yeah.
And I think that was 2004. And anyway, ever since he bought the dealer, my owner, he's a car nut, and he's an incredible guy, just an incredible person. Very grateful to work for him. His father is the first Toyota dealership in Florida.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Dave Zen. Anyway, long story short, every store that he has is he tried to get the store to be number one. Every store. Our Lexus store, he has 2 Lexus store. I think it's number 1 and number 3. Our store, I think last year we were number 2 in the nation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Toyota store, I think it's number 2. We have a Subaru store too as well. I think, don't quote me on this, I think maybe like number 5. But he's market leader.
Right.
He believes in just getting the cars out there.
Yeah.
5x2 or 2x5, one of those things, right?
Right. Have you always worked for them, or did you? Because I know you started when you were like fresh out of school.
So when I first started, I worked at a Honda dealership,
yeah,
family-owned Honda dealership. In 2003, I left the Honda store because they had a buy-sell.
I didn't know if it was like underneath the same ownership umbrella,
No, it was a different owner. 2003, I left because they had a buy-sell and things weren't going the way people expected,
right.
And at that time, I was really young. I made some mistake. And anyway, so I go, you know what? Let me just have a fresh start. My old managers left that Honda store, went to an Acura store in 2003. And I go, you know what? This is going to be my fresh start. And I went to Acura in August of 2003. And then my owner purchased that store, I think, 2004, 2005. And I think in 2008, we moved to a new location where we're at now.
Wow. So what exactly do you do there?
So my official title is Fixed Operation Director. So
what does that mean?
Parts, service, body shop, valet, it's under my watch.
Whatever they need.
Pretty much half of the dealership. Anything other than new cars, finance, used cars, is under my watch. Now, I don't do everything. I got great managers.
Yeah.
I got great managers and great people in place that, do the daily operation too. I just pretty much manage them, just make sure everything's okay. But I work for the man for this is my 23 years now, working for the same man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think the coolest thing that's happened to you being there for 23 years?
Having
with the
him
brand
as the owner.
Or whatever. Having him as the owner?
Yeah. I have done so many first time ever with them. When I met him, I was in debt. I just met my girlfriend then, wife now. And man, we were struggling back then.
Yeah.
Man, I remember one time we were struggling so bad where my mortgage at that time was $1,040. And we only had like $980.
Yeah.
This is 2005, 2006. And I had to do this job right outside my house in middle of summer in Florida. So mosquito just kills you. And this after work, right? My wife that holding the flashlight for me back then. You got to stick the cord. You don't have all the LED cool shit,
Right.
And start to rain. Like pouring rain. So we're out there so I can make my $100.
Yeah.
So we had the other $60 pay for the rent. And the other 40, and that was like a Wednesday. We have enough money to buy food for both of us till Friday to get paid. But working for this man, I was able to have the ability to turn my life around. Because there's some workplace, again, not shit on anybody else. Just you get what you can get. You can, with our company, I feel like you can always grow. The growth is like a big thing. And I've learned so much. I've learned so much from working with this company.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. I would do all over again.
To kind of be able to look back at those times where things are like different, the struggle is part of the journey.
Yeah, I agree.
And we live in such and this is so cliche, right? But like an instant gratification society. So you being there 23 years, you've obviously seen people come and go all the time, especially on the sales side. Mm-hmm. What's something that is there any trend in people that you've seen change over the time, or are people always kind of the same?
I think the last 4 to 5 years, things obviously changed ever since pandemic. Things just different. Instant gravitation's always there. Like, hey, they want things done yesterday. But I seem like people don't have patience anymore.
Yeah.
People want something like now.
Yeah.
They just started the business, but they want to make, you've been in business for like 10 years. No, you got to start from here. Turnovers typically happens in car dealership, but I think the turnovers is a lot higher now in the past 4 to 5 years. I'm very grateful the folks that I work with. I've been working with them for the past, 5, 6, 10, 12 years, some of them.
That's a long time in the dealership space.
It's funny. There were, let me see here, 1, 2, 3 guys I'm working with right now that I start with them when I walk into a Honda dealership when I'm 17 years old.
That is crazy.
Yep. In fact, 2 of those guys one of them is my shop foreman. Mm-hmm. The other one is a team leader. I used to work for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And were they there when you got there? I mean, when you came over to Acura, were they already there, or did they eventually come?
I was the first one that left.
Oh.
Yeah, I left first, and then I think they followed maybe like a year or 2 later.
You're like, guys, come over here. It's so much better.
It's good stuff here,
man. The water's cold.
Yeah, it's good stuff here. The grass really green here.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So we're going to see you at NS Expo in October?
Yes. Yeah, I plan to be there. Hopefully we get Charlotte all finished up by then, too.
Yeah.
I know the pressure is on right now. Only got 5 months.
It seems like a lot of time, but we know it's not.
No.
It's going to be. This year is flying by.
Yeah. Come to build, especially building cars. I mean, they go by quick.
Yeah. So you brought up John DeCandia a few times, VTech Killer One.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet? Just from there?
Yeah, from a deal. He's my tech. And he's there now. Jeez. I don't know, man. Probably like 13 years now. We're working together. And
you guys haven't killed each other, obviously.
I feel time we tried to.
Close, yeah.
But we hug each other afterward, brother love.
Yeah.
But, we have our differences sometimes.
Yeah.
And, and working in a shop environment, I don't think this is an ego part. It just things just sort of happen, right? And oftentimes you just got to step back and goes, hey, look, sometimes people always mistake emotion.
Yeah.
The emotion is real, but it's not always accurate.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to step back and just have some clarity. And I've learned that from John, and which is a good thing. And so we worked together for the last 13, 14 years together. He was always my tech. He came a long way. He was an NSX freak, and he's still an NSX freak now. And I think about 12 months ago, he became the NC1 certified tech too.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he been wanted it.
Yeah.
But they closed down the training center in our area during pandemic due to expense control.
Yeah.
And waited for years, and there were times that John gave me shit like, "Oh, when you gonna send me there? You hold me back." Yeah, I'm giving you some jabs, John. But and the seat popped up. I didn't tell him anything about it. I goes, "Hey, what are you doing within this time?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, nothing. Why?" "Oh, nothing."
"Oh, nothing. Just curious."
Nothing. Until he got an email. He's like, "Mike, I'm going there." Yep.
Here's your golden ticket.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's nicer that way when the surprise is there.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he's my master tech, NSX certified tech, and he is going to be, or if not, AHC certified master tech too. So quadruple master technician.
He's everything. Yeah,
he's all the above. E.
You need to get him. You need to get him like a shop shirt that has all this stuff on. I know they put it all on there, but almost like a military one where you have all these different.
Nah, I'm not gonna give it to him. I give him humble.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
You have any fun stories about being in the industry and working or traveling and doing some of these crazy things, like maybe John Acada or Long Beach or Monterey? I think you've been to Monterey.
I have not been there yet.
You haven't been to Monterey, okay?
Never. I need to go.
They're not doing it this year, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So
hopefully I can attend before they end it. So John Acada.
He's a fun guy, isn't he?
He's such an awesome dude.
Yeah.
So working in a franchise dealership, you always see him on TV because at one point he was he's the group general manager for the Acura brand, and then he obviously got promoted. So for me, he's always been an idol for me. I'm like, dude, like that's the guy, the TL, the designer. Look at him, did that. I mean, I still think one of the best looking car in top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
In the Acura brand. So this has got to be about 4 to 5 years ago. I was at IMSA race, Daytona 24, and they had this event where you able to go up to the flagpole, and so you can wave the flag and all the good stuff. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I remember that day. That day it was super cold and windy, and we took a break. This has got to be like 11 o'clock. We took a break, went to the car, and we just sunbathed in the car. Like, oh man, this feels so good in the sun. My phone rings. Like, hey Mike, we doing this. Can you come over? Meet us. Come on. You got 20 minutes. It's like one of those things like, oh man, I'm so comfortable. I don't want to do it. But, so I'm going to pass that responsibility to my buddy, John Decania, because me and him have been going for like the last 10 years now. Yeah. And at that time, I'm like, John, do you want to go to this thing? I kind of want to go, but it's just so comfortable. And John was like, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm like, damn, man, I wish you say no. But I'm like, dude, we're not going to make it. Like, we got to walk all the way on the opposite side. He goes, no, I know a shortcut. Let's just do it. Like, we literally made it like that minute before the group have to leave to go to the flagpole, because I guess you got to have the credential, right? So it's our turn. We climb up there, really confined space, probably the size of here, maybe a little smaller. And they had about 4 staff up there, and they brought 4 other people, so 8 people in there. And like you way up there.
Yeah.
And wind is gusting. Cars flying down. And at that time, it was a yellow flag. And I'm like, man, that's going to be cool. They're going to wave the flag and start the race. I'm like, dude, this is cool. Next thing you know, John Acada climbed up and joined us. He just minded his own business, taking photos. He was literally next to John. And John looked at me. I looked at him. We were like,
right.
The boss is here, And I kind of like snap a photo, And we climbed back down. We were like, oh, I can't believe it. It was John Acada. It's so fucking cool. That was the coolest thing ever. And where we were, I think 2 other groups need to go up. Each group take about 5-10 minutes. Mm-hmm. So we have some time to burn. And it was a big group of people here. I'm like, John, let's just go over there to the side so we can, take some cool video when the car, fly by.
Right.
It's one of the few times that we can do it, So I think I was doing a video, like I was panning to the right. And next thing you know, I bump into John Akita. And I was like, oh, my mouth was open. I didn't know what to do. Like, And John Akita was like, oh, Mike, I know you.
You're like, you do?
Pines Acura, you guys do YouTube. I didn't know what to do.
That's awesome.
And that's where I met him.
That is awesome.
I'll send you the photo. Like, I was the happiest guy at the moment. I took a photo with them. That was cool. Ever since then, he always invite me to cool events and things like that. I think a few years ago, went to SEMA for the first time, launching the HRC stuff, which is kind of cool. John Key is such a cool dude, man, and big shout out to him. Big shout out to him.
The NSX family is great, and I've got so many good friends, especially around here. I mean, Andre, who's been on the podcast a few times.
You say you're original from Texas?
Yeah, grew up in Dallas. Technically, Garland.
Okay.
Yeah, Garland. Shout out to North Garland High School, class of '94.
But it's so funny, when you compare to just Honda community, right? DC2, FKA, FL5.
Yeah.
NSX community is just so different. We had a problem with camshaft. Like, we looking for a camshaft. People reached out. They were like, hey, I got this. I got a camshaft that you need. Like, what are you looking for? I'm like, I don't know. Gave me a full set for like half of the price that I want to pay for it. This is not a cool story. I got a DM from, I forgot his name, man. I'm sucked with name. Anyway, he owned a shop in Indianapolis, and he was like, hey, I was supposed to work on this NSX like 4 years ago, but a guy flicked on me. And I got all these parts here. Do you want it? Just give me an offer. I don't care. You can use it for your NSX. Like, what do you have? Well, I got an NA1, and I have the old ABS system. He has the entire SOS kit.
Is this a shop?
It's a shop, yeah.
Is it? I don't know the shops. The only shops I know of off the top of my head in that general region is Source One. Is it Source One? No. They're out of Ohio, but
no, he's in Indy. So,
who's in Indy?
I think his name is Chris or John. John. I think his name is John. Anyway,
a lot of Johns in our life.
Exactly, and I was like, dude, you kidding me? You've been discontinued such a long time ago, man. That ABS modulator itself is like 4 Gs.
Yeah.
That's what he's going for.
Yeah.
Is discontinue. And my ABS pump is shot, and I needed it. He goes, in fact, I got like 2 body seal. I throw that in. What do you want? I don't know. I don't want to lowball you. I can't pay 5 Gs for everything. It's probably worth more than that if you really want to sell it. I'm like, I'm comfortable. I forgot what I counted him with. I don't know, man. I feel bad. I'm like, maybe 2,500 or $2,000 or something like that. He says, just give me $1,500.
Nice.
And I cover the shipping. I'm like, what? And just send me some shirts.
Yeah.
So the shirt thing really worked out for me.
Yeah. Dude, that's funny.
Yeah.
Trade bit. I don't know. I can't give you no really cool parts or anything for this, but no, it's weird. It's like some people, you just give them the NSX discount.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they're just tired of holding on to shit. So they're so happy to find somebody who needs it. It's not going to buy it to flip it. Like, they actually need it.
Yeah, man. I that's one thing with the NSX community. I'm so glad that Honda or Acura is doing that. The
refresh. Like our version of the refresh program?
Heritage program where, with all the new parts and stuff, the discontinued parts, I think that's going to be fantastic.
It's funny because being an NC1 owner, I mean, sure, I'm the president of the club.
Yeah.
So I do care, but not having my 97 anymore, I don't really pay attention to that stuff nearly as much because what am I going to do, But I'm glad they're doing it. And we don't know to what extent at this point.
Yeah.
It depends on how much people want to pay. But there are some stuff in the works. So should we get out of here and get ready to go on our cruise?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Well, I want to thank you so much for making the trip out here and coming in the studio and giving me these awesome shirts and sharing your story.
Well, I'm kind of excited what you got for me for the rest of the day.
That's a lot of pressure, man.
But beside that, thanks for having me here. I think this is really cool. Appreciate you.
Of course. Hope you guys enjoyed that amazing and fun conversation with Mike Chan. As you can see, I'm still wearing this shirt. I actually put it back on to film the closing of this. And yeah, that was our first time actually having a real conversation. We met up at Long Beach for a couple minutes. He, myself, and the aforementioned Jonathan DeCandia, VTech Killer 1 on Instagram. And we chatted, but even then I wasn't sure how this was going to go, but wow. So Mike represents a first for the podcast, somebody who flew into town just to do the podcast. And afterwards, we went out to Pony's Miches, which is an awesome bar, Mexican restaurant, I guess is what you would call it, a tequila place that's owned by fellow NSX owner here in the area, Sergio Escamilla, who is also the guy behind ELG Accident Attorneys. And so every once in a while, you'll see me repping that ELG shirt. So special shout out to him. Also, a special shout out to RJ of Kuya Automotive out of Winter Garden, Florida, one of our business supporters of the show. He is the one who essentially connected us as in myself and Mike Chan of AHC Garage, Acura Honda Classic. So thank you, RJ, which you may or may not even watch this or listen to it because you're so damn busy. Want to thank Right Honda, Right Toyota, Auto Cannon, officially licensed Honda Acura Gear, Arcus Foundry, SparkForge. Also want to thank the rest of the Patreon business supporters, Automotive Specialty Tool out of Owings Mills, Maryland, Beak House Small Home Design out of Ashburn, Virginia, and Traverse City, Michigan, the Lucky Breaks Sports Breaker out of Caledonia, Michigan, and of course, Shaping Success Treasure Valley out of Boise, Idaho. My man, Wes Tankersley. Make sure you guys check us out at One Drink Wednesday on Instagram. We are trying to get to 1,000 followers so that we can go live again, host it from that page. So if you're listening to this, regardless if you ever plan on checking us out, please go to @OneDrinkWednesday on Instagram and give us a follow. Also want to thank my Patreon supporters, Mark Stolman, Catherine Cox, Eddie Ramos, Richard Graves, Bo Jung, Alice Gamina, Drew Bunkley, and Andre Mullins. If you want to become one of those supporters, you just go to patreon.com/hardparkingpodcast, or you could become a member on the YouTube page as well. And if you're not giving this podcast a review on Apple, please do it. I need new, fresh, 4 and 5 star reviews. You can keep the 1-star reviews to yourself. If you want to email the show, info@hardparking. Follow the show on Instagram @hardparkingpod. You can follow me on my personal page @Jhae Pfenning. And of course, @AHC Garage and Acura Honda Classic, depending on if you're on YouTube or Instagram. They're not hard to find. They're big accounts. And of course, make sure you are listening to this show, and I will talk to you all next week.
Shut up!